Hello everyone. Here is Simone Cicero introducing you to the newly released Platform Growth and Product Guide. So first of all, let me give you just quickly some context. The product and growth guide is based on work that we did mainly in 2021, 4 webinars that you can check on this YouTube channel, several research blog posts, and some work we did, of course, with customers, with adopters, and during our trainings. Essentially, the guide can help you understand the product design elements, what to expect from your network properties in terms of what network effects behavior you should expect. It should help you think about growth and defensibility more strategically and thinking also about hacking growth more tactically from the perspective of growth tactics for liquidity, choosing the right side to focus on, choosing the right ways to invest money in growth engines, and building overall a growth model that works and metrics that you can keep an eye on. The structure of the guide is essentially based on, first of all, besides the premises and the several other initial elements, it is based on essentially the theoretical framing of what the new growth landscape is, how you can expect your products to grow, and essentially covers also basics about network effects and also trends in terms of platform ecosystem and marketplaces, what's happening, how these are consolidating. It also covers a kind of definition of the platform marketplace stack so that we can understand each other more specifically when we think about what these products bring to the customers. And it also builds on top of the work of many other thinkers and that we refer to, and you can check through the links. It gives you more or less a stack that you can think about when you think about platform ecosystems, and also brings up our product model. So essentially, I'm talking about how we see value propositions in platforms essentially as made of a product side, a marketplace side, and an extension platform side. So we introduce these definitions so that you can understand when you think about platforms how these different facets of a product are related. So how you can monetize, for example, your service bundles that you provide as platform owner, how this is connected with the marketplace, and how you can extend these features with extensions and other elements. Essentially, when we thinking about the guide, we can think of this theoretical framing as extending to, basically to cover also what strategies you can create, you can follow, or by bringing different value propositions to the market. And after the theoretical background, which also covers some considerations on pricing and other key elements that you have to consider, also helping you frame pricing more strategically. It moves into the operational guide. So the operational guide covers a new set of tools. The key tools that we can talk about are essentially the flywheel sketching canvas that helps you to basically, based on the theoretical framing of flywheels and defensibilities, helps you sketch your flywheel engine, so understand how your product is going to grow, how it's going to build defensibility, and helps you to draft these through the library of flywheels that we have created. Then there is another canvas and set of tools that are aimed to helping you understand the properties of your network, how the properties of the network impact the behavior of the network effects. So you can basically figure out also what tactics you should be using based on the network properties. And you can essentially work on these through a few additional tools like the growth tactics cards, which are descriptions of the mostly used growth tactics in the launching phase, our growth tactics cheat sheet that helps you to connect network properties to certain tactics that you can use, but also with overall the network properties and network effects canvas helps you to understand what properties you are dealing with, how they impact the behavior of the network effects, and how you can use them to kickstart your growth. Finally, in the last part of the of the guide, you also see that there is the liquidity strategy canvas that essentially helps you to ask the right questions in terms of constraining in the launching phase, so reducing the complexity of reaching liquidity on a broader market, basically reaching it in a step-by-step manner, let's say starting from smaller units. It also helps you to ask the right questions about the two sides you are targeting, and essentially trying to avoid that you make mistakes in the liquidity building phase. In the final part, there is a chapter dedicated to building your growth model that is essentially a way to understand how to invest in growth loops and measure that the investments you are making through cohorts are essentially generating the results that you want, so that you ensure that you can, basically you're spending money on a marketplace platform that works, that has healthy numbers. And essentially, the metrics we consider are based on liquidity and engagement, retention metrics, but also healthy economics and sustainable business growth. So you will see that there is a lot in this guide that you can use to basically evolve and strengthen your platform strategy in a way that it's solid and basically lets you spend your money in a way that feeds growth in terms of resources you put into the project and the investments you make in growth engines and so on. It's, I think, going to be a great resource for product designer, product owners, growth leaders, VPs of growth, and generally entrepreneurs that are dealing with either kickstarting their strategy or dealing with potentially lagging growth. So we hope you will enjoy this additional guide that, as you can imagine, connects very well with the rest of the tools that you have on our website. And let me remind you that Boundaries provides everything for in Creative Commons license, and you can find on our blog your exploration tools, so to understand if an opportunity exists, design tools to design your product strategy, and then the platform growth, the product guide that will help you understand how to grow and evolve your value proposition. So have a great work and catch up on our website and in our community updates.